What is up guys, Matt the Riff Master here. So today is the day, if you remember, that I'm doing a Q&A video, and I will also be announcing the winner of the small competition we did. If you remember, a while back did a competition and you guys had to guess how many guitar tracks I used, and if you win you get your own discount code for the Riffmaster merch store. So this is going to be a beast of a video guys, so I suggest you pause now, you go get yourself a beverage of your choosing, get comfy, sit back and join me through these awesome questions that I've been really excited to answer. I've been reading through them the last few weeks and I've just really enjoyed it, and I've been so excited to answer them because they are some awesome questions. Okay guys, so to start off I'll announce the competition winner for the guitar tracks. So if you don't remember, or you do remember, I did a video and you had to guess how many guitar tracks I used in the little piece that I wrote. So I'll give you another listen now. So you all guessed, and you guessed from like low to high, low to high. There was loads of different answers, but sadly none of you got the correct answer. But one of you, or maybe two of you, no, I think it was just one of you was very close. So the amount of guitar tracks that I used for that little riffy thing that I wrote was actually 10 guitar tracks. There was a lot of 2s, 3s, 4s, you know, some 6s. But there's one person who was closest. Like I said, nobody got it spot on, but one person was very close, and the winner of that, which was, I'm going to class the winner because they were closest, his name is Cordell Waters. So well done, you were the closest, you were one away. I totally get it, it didn't sound like 10 guitar tracks, but what I did is I just backed the gain down on the amp and I just laid them up just till it sounded thick, and I was quite amazed. I mean, 10 guitar tracks, it sounded pretty chug. And it was awesome. So Cordell Waters, well done, you won. Comment below on this video if you see it. I'll put my email address below. Email me and I will send you your discount code. Now the discount code will be active from the 27th, so I will be giving it to you on the 27th, and the discount code you'll be getting is free shipping on the Riffmaster merch store, which is a fucking awesome one because shipping sucks. So if you can get it for free, why the fuck not? So well done, awesome, very cool, and thanks to everyone who took part and guessed. It was real cool. Like I said, it doesn't sound like 10, but it was 10, as you can see. So yeah, it was good fun, it was awesome, really enjoyed it. Thanks guys. Okay, so now time for the Q&A itself. Now I said that I was going to answer every single question I got, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, which is why this is going to be a monster video, because I have 29 questions to get through, maybe a little more because I think there's a couple who asked 2 questions, which is cool. So it's going to take a while, so like I said, grab a drink, get comfy, kick back, sit back, come and just chill and hang, because yeah, I'm excited. These questions are so cool. So without further ado guys, let's firstly have some energy drink. Emerge. Oh, it's good shit. But we're going to need it. Okay, so first question. I'm going from So first question is from Andy Luce. How do you know what key a song/riff is in, or do you get to know over time and experience? This was a cool question. It's basically, if I'm learning a song, I never really kind of think, right, what key is that song in? Because what I do is I just listen to it, I get my guitar, and I'll just noodle around. And eventually, you know, I'll get to work out certain parts, certain phrases, certain notes, and then I just kind of build it from there. It's a lot more fun and exciting for me to sit there and just play around and pick it up gradually, hearing, oh yeah, that part's in the song, and just adding it up, filling in the gaps. And for certain songs and certain bands, for me, typically I just kind of, when I hear the riff from whatever song it is, I can kind of visualise it in my head of where it would be played. So that's when, you know, I'll get my guitar and I'll try it out, and a few of the times I'll be right. Sometimes it'll be the same kind of way, but it'll be somewhere different. So I never kind of work out what key it's in or anything like that. I just listen, I find out where it is, and I just gradually learn like that by ear. It's a lot more fun and exciting for me. So maybe give it a go next time if you want to learn a song. Just listen to it and just try and work bits out, and then you just fill in the gaps, noodle away, improvise a little bit here and there if you want to, and have fun with it. It's just a lot more fun for me learning that way. So yeah, cool question, and I think you might actually have another one in here somewhere. But yeah, thank you. Right, next up is from David O'Neill, and he says, if you could only have one guitar for the rest of your life, it's free, but you can't have more than one, what would you choose? This is tough because there's so many guitars out there that are really expensive that I would love to have. But if I'm only allowed one guitar, it's going to have to be something that's practical, something that's going to suit my needs, which would be a guitar that has EMGs in, just because it gives me that punch for when I'm playing. Because as you know, I don't use any pedals, it's just a guitar amp. So it needs to be something with some active pickups. I don't know. I'm going to go for a really okay. This is what I'm going for. This is really hard. It just gets you thinking. Okay, well, I would maybe say a Custom Shop Explorer. That would be cool, but I'm going to go something different. I think I would go for an ESP, full fat ESP, EC. Yeah, an ESP, an EC model, the thicker Les Paul bodies with the double binding on, 22 frets, EMGs, gloss black, gold hardware, binding, bound neck, something along those lines, because for me, it's practical. I can use it all the time then. It's got the EMGs, it'll pack a punch, it'll sound good, but then you can do some other kind of style noodling on it, whereas I think if I had... I'm going to go for that. ESP, EC, double bound, thick body shape, one of those kind of guitars, if you guys know what I mean, for something along those lines. But it would just have to have EMGs in it, because a lot of my sound comes from the active EMG, because they sound amazing. So yeah, something along those lines, but definitely ESP I would go for, because they're amazing. Or a Custom Shop ESP Explorer, the old ESP Explorers, in like maybe a satin finish, that'd be cool, or Snow White, something along those lines. But yeah, anyway, ESP, EMGs, something like that. One of them, just one, because I'm only allowed one, so just one of them. I'll have to flip a coin or something. Okay, next up is from, I can't pronounce your name, but as you can see it's here, so you know who you are. I apologise. I'm going to go Piotr Krajewski, something like that. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I'm sorry, but you're here. You know who you are. Your question's here, and they ask, did you take any lessons, or am I self-taught? Now, I'm self-taught. I've not had any legitimate lessons where you sit down with a guitar teacher and it's like blah 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 blah. I've learned some things from a good friend of mine growing up, but I've never been into going to guitar lessons regularly. I've just been self-taught. Everything that I can play, what I can do now, has just been from actually playing the guitar and picking it up and just noodling and just learning different things about guitar along the way and just putting it into my playing. And yeah, anytime I learn a song, I just learn it by ear. If I write, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not a big theory guy. I don't know a hell of a lot about theory at all. I'll admit that. I just know I know how to play guitar. If the way I say is, I can write a tasty riff, and that's cool with me. I could put a song together, and that's cool, because it all comes from my emotions and how I feel instead of the whole theory side. It's just something I've never been into. So yeah, I've just been self-taught through everything. Everything I've learned up to this day and continue to learn is just me finding new things out by myself and just actually playing the guitar, actually holding the guitar and playing. When I first got a guitar, I remember I bashed the strings really hard, just experimenting. It sounded horrible, but that's just how I learn with anything, is just doing it. I can never sit and read things or listen to someone talking about it. I just have to do it. So that's how I've learned guitar, is just self-taught, because I'm a great self-teacher. Yeah, I highly recommend self-teaching yourself a few things. If you want to learn theory, it's good, the benefits of theory is you can communicate with other musicians on a higher level, I guess. Something along those lines. Okay, so next question is from Matty Roma. And he says, would you upgrade my LTD for an ESP Snake bite? And that's a good question, because I would love to have a full fat ESP. I probably would, for just to have the name ESP on the guitar, because I mean the LTD snakebite and the ESP snakebite are fairly similar in build and quality. But I think, yeah, I probably would go for the ESP just to have a full fat ESP snakebite. That would rock. But yeah, like I said, as far as I know, they're kind of similarly built. Similarly, that doesn't sound right. Similarly, they're built very similar. So I can just imagine that the actual ESP version would feel the same as the LTD version. I don't know, maybe one day I'll get to find out. But if I had the chance to do it now, yes, I would swap it for a full fat ESP. Right, so next up is Patrick Nesbo. I think that's right, yes. If I was to design my own guitar signature... No, let me start again. If you were to design your own signature model, how would it turn out? Oh, that would be tricky. I think if I had the chance to make a signature model guitar from any company, maybe got them to do it, I don't know who, but in general a signature model guitar, I think I would go for a Flying V, because I love Flying Vs. They're so nice to play. They're just amazing, especially for like fast riffy stuff. For me, they're just so comfortable. So I think it would be a Flying V, EMG pickups, chrome covered, because I just think chrome covered pickups look amazing and EMGs sound amazing. Yeah, I think it would be pretty standard, you know, a Flying V, chrome covered EMGs. Oh, maybe like a dime plate, scratch plate. Dime plate, is it dime plate or tread plate? You know what I mean, the dime plate kind of metal looking one. That or a mirror scratch plate. One of those two. And yeah, just gloss black finish. And then a matching truss rod cover to go with the scratch plate. I think that would look cool. And then maybe on the headstock, I'll put my name on the truss rod cover maybe, or maybe on the back, something like that. But it roughly turn out like that, I think, because I think that would be cool, because it's fairly basic, but just with a few really nice looking cosmetic kind of things, like the scratch plate. I think that would look cool. Tread plate or mirrored. I don't know, maybe you guys can suggest tread plate or mirrored, so if the opportunity ever comes up, we know what we're going to do. Okay, so next up is from Brother Stardust. No, he's not my brother named Stardust. It's just someone's name is Brother Stardust. What's up? So they ask, what are my thoughts on Slayer, Anthrax, and of course Megadeth? Well, my thoughts. Now, Megadeth. I've obviously I know these bands well. Megadeth, you guys know I don't listen to a whole lot of. I listened to a little bit more recently since you guys have been suggesting songs to check out. I think they're cool. The only thing I can't stand on Megadeth is Dave Mustaine's vocals. Nothing against him. They're just, for me, a little bit hard to listen to. I listen more for the music, the guitars, the riffage, the crazy, fucking crazy solos. But the vocals for me from Mustaine are just a little too much for me to bear in my ears. Anthrax, great. They're very cool, riffy, chuggy kind of band. Again, don't listen to a whole lot of them. I know of them. I think they're an awesome band. I love Scott Ian. He's a great guitarist with a really awesome beard, which is cool. And Slayer, well, I like Slayer, but I wouldn't say I really like Slayer. I'm not sure why. I just can't really get into their music that much, especially when it comes to, like, you know, for example, the lead playing. I mean, Jeff Hanneman was a great lead player, but Kerry King, when it comes to it, he's just a bit wanky here, maybe. I mean, I'm not slating, because, like, I'm not a great lead player myself, but just not a big fan of Slayer. Don't listen to them that much, but, you know, great band, doing great, they're awesome. The big four, very fucking cool. But yeah, just not a huge fan of Slayer, if I'm honest. But Anthrax, Megadeth, yeah, cool, awesome. Just don't listen to a lot of them. Maybe I should. Well, I'm listening to more Megadeth now. Maybe some more Anthrax, but Slayer, it's not something I would going to put on every day, you know, my main listen kind of thing. Okay, so next up, guys, is from Anon96. I said, if I had unlimited money, what guitar would I buy? Now, this one I've given a lot of thought, and I thought if I've got unlimited money, I could just go out to a shop and choose anything I wanted. I think I would go for the really, 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 really expensive Billy Gibbons gold top tribaled Les Paul. The one that's a bit worn. Or maybe the one that's not worn. I don't know, but it's just an amazing Les Paul. Just the gold top's nice, and then it's got the real nice white pinstripe tribal all over it. I just think it looks badass, and it's just fucking sexy. So I'd probably go out and I would bag that bad boy. But if I had unlimited money, maybe I'd buy the one that's a bit worn and one that's not worn, so then I've got both. And then I would be happy because I have both. I just think they look really cool. If you've not checked them out, type in Billy Gibbons Les Paul and it'll come up, and they're fucking sexy, and let me know what you think. Drink break. I feel like I'm rushing through these. Let's just slow it down a little bit. Okay, so next question is from our competition winner, Cordell Waters. Everyone give him a round of applause. Well done, dude. Okay, the question is, what is your absolute favourite song to play by Metallica? Can be from any album. Well, this is a tricky one. This for me is an answer that will probably change every week or something like that, because there's so many great songs. It all depends on how I'm feeling. But at the minute, I would have to say my favourite one would be... Oh shit, I don't know. Damn it! This is hard. I know. My favourite one to play right now is going to be Blackened. I've been air guitaring that like a bitch wherever I go and playing it, and it's just such a riffy song. The riffs in it are amazing. That breakdown riff as well. Just fucking riff orgasm. So yeah, it's got to be Blackened because I fucking love it. I'm going to do a cover of that song soon. So yeah, Blackened. Right, next up, guys, is from Hero Bezuzzi. Hero B-Z-Z-Y. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that. I'm guessing that's not your name. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. But the question is, what is your favourite What are your favourite non-metal bands? Okay, favourite non-metal bands. Well, firstly, I will say Blue October. Blue October is not a metal band, but they're a band that helped transform my life into the fucking awesomeness that I have today, along with you guys obviously, but this is one band that I've really been in connection with a lot. Check them out, you know, they're not metal, but they really are amazing band. Blue October. Non-metal bands, who else? Let me think. Non-metal. Well, like the bands I listen to, some of them aren't like metal, like Metallica metal, heavy metal, but they're kind of still metal, just not as heavy metal. I think Blue October's probably the only band, actual full band I listen to that isn't metal, that I can think of now. Maybe there is more. Yeah. I was going to say that because, like I said, a lot of other bands could be classed as metal. But yeah, Blue October, go check them out, guys. Give them a listen. You might not like them. It's not for everyone. It's just a band that I listen to, that I love, and that are just awesome. Right, next up is from Robin Hansen. And the question is, if you could have any guitar company make you a custom guitar just for you, what would it be? I don't know. It would be, if I had one company could make me a custom guitar, I'd go for ESP. Because they're just amazing. The quality of their instruments are just outstanding. Even in the more affordable range, they're still just as enjoyable to play as the expensive ones, which is awesome. So definitely would be ESP, and who knows, maybe one day that will happen. That would be awesome. That would be very fucking awesome.